Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wednesday, June 17th episode of Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only, King of the Ice himself, Philly Pete, and we are live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV. Once again, Zingo TV live on channel 761. Here we go. 12 Ounce Sports, baby, is your home for the best live talk shows and sports broadcasts. You know you can catch my show and all the others on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. But now, you can also watch live on Zingo TV. Zingo TV has added 12 Ounce Sports to their long list of channels, and now, if you're on your smart TV, just download the app and flip to channel 761. That's 761 to catch all of our live 12 Ounce Sports programming, plus all the replays. All you gotta do is, once again, just download Zingo TV, use the promo code 12ounce120Z when signing up. It is that simple. Be sure to check out our latest blogs and podcasts as well on 12ouncesportsradio.com. Before I get into today's episode, I got to tell you guys about mybookie.ag. As always, sports are coming back, and if you want to get in the action, mybookie.ag is the place to be. They're gonna match your deposit up to $1,000, like how I say on all my shows, when you use a promo code 12Ounce Sports, 12OZ Sports, all one word, when signing up. Once again, 12OZ Sports, 12 Ounce Sports when signing up on mybookie.ag. You don't want to miss your chance to cash that ticket during the NHL and NBA playoffs that are right around the corner with help from your friends, including yours truly, Philly Pete, at the 12 Ounce Sports. Once again, use promo code 12 Ounce Sports when signing up on mybookie.ag to get your deposit match up to $1,000. So thanks again for everyone that is tuning in to the Wednesday episode of Pete's Power Plays. I have a lot on tap today. Today we're going to talk about the rest of the WWE Backlash pay-per-view. Basically, I did not have time to talk about that yesterday. Only the Orton Edge fight, and also I'm going to have the one, the only Captain Lou himself from the Captain Lou Extravaganza show. That's also on the 12 Ounce Sports. He will be coming in at 12:15 to talk about AEW Dynamite that is on tonight. And I'm going to start doing things a little bit more differently on Pete's Power Plays. When I have my guests on the show, I'm going to give them a 2-minute minor penalty question of the day in terms of anything in general in the world of sports. Once again, it's a 2-minute minor question of the day, something new that I have been thinking about. So I will be giving my 2 cents to Lou in terms of what his answer will be in my question. I also will have none other than the Queen on the Ice herself, Gina Tucci, coming back again, who will be on this whole segment and talk about the review and post backlash for the WWE pay-per-view, and she will also stay tuned for the AEW Dynamite show for tonight. But once again, long and behold, here we are. Here she is. Welcome back, Gina Tucci. How are you doing? I'm glad that you're back.
It's been some time.
It has been
some time.
How are you doing?
Good. Everything's good. Thank you.
You're welcome. I know the fans out there have missed you, and they want your.
I don't blame them.
You're back at it. That's all that matters. So, let's get back into it real quick now. So, Backlash was on Sunday. We saw. It was part of the pre-show that we did not see, but it was Apollo Crews versus Andrade, the kickoff show match for the United States Championship. Apollo Crews did win via pinfall. I think he's gonna hold the title for a while. Especially with Kevin Owens, that's helping him out now. Maybe they have a little battle in the future. But how do you feel about Apollo Crews being the United States champion?
I'm happy. I think he's a good wrestler. He's got a good attitude. And he's built, really built.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too. And now you have a whole Andrade and Angel Garza sort of outing right now, and it wouldn't fit right for Andrade to be the champion at this point.
I agree. And I wonder how that's going to pan out. They just kind of seem like a solid trio. So
yeah.
I was kind of confused on that, and then with Raw, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Raw was a little bit weird. It was a little interesting as well. In terms of that, and then you had Zelina breaking them both, telling them, you got to work together, and this is not who we are. So stay tuned for that. But Next up after that, we had the Bailey and Sasha Banks versus the Iconics versus Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss for the women's tag team championship match. This was pretty decent. All these wrestlers are phenomenal women's wrestlers. I give it about a B grade. I know Sasha and Bailey did retain via pinfall, but I do think that sometime down the line, they're going to have a little bit of an outing. And I'm hearing SummerSlam is when they're going to have an outing, and Sasha and Bailey will eventually split up. What'd you think about that match?
Thank God. I'm over it. I was over those two before they even got back together. What I think of the match, I was hoping that Alexa and Nikki would win. I was hoping the Iconics wouldn't win. But of course they won. And you know what? I want to go back to the whole backlash. You and I had our bet, and who won? Can you tell me who won the bet?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen out there that are tuning in today, we did have usually every pay-per-view, whether it's AEW or WWE, Gina and I have some sort of bet in terms of dinner or something else extraneous. Mm-hmm. So once again, she is still kicking my butt, and she won again. So it is what it is. She doesn't even have to do any homework, and she's still kicking my butt. So that's just how it goes. So what do you think about that match overall?
Anyway, I thought it was a good match. Again, I'm not a real big Sasha and Bailey fan. I was hoping Alexa and Nikki would win.
Yeah.
But with them winning, it just solidifies the fact that there will be an ongoing feud, and there's no signs of that trio feud stopping.
Exactly, I agree there. So
which is fun. They're fun to watch. Yeah. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I think that'll be good coming in SummerSlam. So just stay tuned for potential breakup with them too. It is in the cards. Next match, Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus, which I thought was a pretty good match. Once again, this was a fight that Gina picked correctly. She picked Sheamus. I took Hardy because of the situation. But Sheamus leading up for the last couple SmackDowns, I thought it had a WWF Attitude Era, basically like a jive to it. It had the jive of having a car accident, and Jeff Hardy and his his drinking problems and his DUIs, and they kind of brought it back a couple SmackDowns ago. I thought that was pretty clever on WWE's part. But again, this was a very tough, strong match, and a very great victory for Sheamus. Solid match, obviously, to start it off. You sold the whole solid story of Hardy having the guts to fight back again and again. Before, obviously, a high-risk move allows Sheamus to finally power his way to a victory, and Sheamus defeats Jeff Hardy via pinfall. Gina, what do you think?
Well, I want to just go back to the fact that how they reiterated his, his battle with addiction, with, drugs and alcohol. And I wanted to, obviously, I see a lot of drug and alcohol addicted patients, and, it's a very personal struggle, and a lot of times they're hiding it from their family. So for him to come out and open this wound that's been opened and closed a million times to the world, it takes a strong person to do that, because that's not an easy thing to battle, you know. But anyway, with that aside, I thought it was a good match. I just had a feeling that they were going to continue stomping on Jeff Hardy. So so I just had an inkling that Sheamus would win, and what the heck, you took Jeff Hardy, so just to make it competitive, But I did like I said, I did like the match. They're both great wrestlers, and I just found it kind of like personal that he was bringing up all that stuff, just because I deal with it all day at work, exactly. And it's a sad disease. It really is. It's a sad, devastating disease, and kudos to him for, kind of bringing it back in the spotlight, because that's not an easy thing to do.
No, and Jeannie's absolutely correct on that subject. Moving on, Asuka versus Nia Jackson probably was the worst match of the evening. A double countout. That was at least a D for my grade for that match. We know Nia Jackson is a very fierce and aggressive wrestler. She is injuring wrestlers from left to right. Kairi Sane being the latest victim for Nia Jax. Not sure what her outcome of length of injury is going to be, but Asuka is one of the best wrestlers on the roster, And this match didn't allow her to show it because Jax just has not improved at the rate you would hope. And still to this day, even last night's match on Raw was a little bit decent. But again, just the whole stipulation about it, didn't see much of Asuka fighting, and a quick 1-2-3 count in the rematch of the belt. It's still Nia Jax needs more help, and she clearly has not improved in her last couple outings. Gina, what do you think real quick about that match?
I was upset that it was a double count out. Asuka's a fierce competitor, and Nia Jax just has that body stature, advantage to every woman wrestler, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I was a little disappointed about the count out. I mean, that was kind of a cop out to me.
Yeah.
But the match on Raw was kind of cool. I like how the ref was like, oh, the ref did not take any of her crap, so Nia Jax's crap. So I like how she was able to retain. I was disappointed in the in Backlash. That was like, oh man,
yeah, it was bad.
It was definitely a buzzkill.
Yeah. Moving on, the Universal Championship match: Braun Strowman versus The Miz and John Morrison. This again, another crap shoot of a match. Again, I never expected Strowman to lose. Too much drama going on between Miz and Morrison. Like when Morrison was trying to cover Braun for the belt, Miz would get Morrison off of him, and then Miz was trying to cover, and Morrison would pull him off, and just a lot of back and forth. Not much drama. That this world will end up having co-champions. It will never happen. Braun still retains. I give it a C-. Not much going on here. Is pretty obvious. What do you think, real quick?
Well, they did so much leading up to what was going on, so it was kind of like, would it really be feasible to have the co-champions? No. So I like Braun Strowman. I think he's awesome. He's a great talker. He's a great fighter, and he's huge and just awesome to watch. So I was happy that he won.
Good. Yeah, me too. And then real quick, lasting up to this real quick, the Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship, which was an amazing match. Again, I did not expect Drew to lose this belt here. Drew McIntyre retained, and I was happy about that. Keep it on him for as long as you can. Again, MVP being out there with Lashley. They looked at Lana with disgust, and basically left her on the floor at ringside. And long and behold, after last night's Raw episode, Lashley wants a divorce from Lana. Real quick, Gina, what did you think about that match?
I was definitely happy that Drew McIntyre retained. It was a back and forth. I mean, they're both ginormous men, so it was just kind of who would outdo who,
Exactly.
So, but it was good. I like Drew McIntyre. I think he's a very mature competitor. He's a great bad good guy. He's a great character, and he doesn't back down from a fight. So I enjoy it.
Exactly.
I enjoyed it.
All right, great. So first and foremost, let me get these out real quick. 12 Ounce Sports is your home for the best live talk shows and sports broadcasts. You can catch my show, Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only king on the ice himself, Philly Pete, and all the others on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. But now you can also watch live on Zingo TV. Zingo TV has added 12 Ounce Sports to their long list of channels. And now, if you're on your smart TV, just download the app, flip to our channel 761, that's 761, to catch all of our live 12 Ounce Sports programming, plus the replays. Once again, all you gotta do, download Zingo TV, use that promo code 12 Ounce, that's 12OZ. When signing up, it's that simple. Be sure to check out our latest blogs and podcasts as well on 12 Ounce Sports Radio. Now, real quick, I do have Lou on the line, but before I get to the next topic with him, I got to tell you about MyBookie.ag. Sports are coming back, as we know, and if you want to get in on the action, MyBookie.ag is the place to be. They're going to match your deposit up to $1,000 when you use the promo code 12 Ounce Sports. That's 12OZ Sports when signing up. That's, again, 12 Ounce Sports when signing up on MyBookie.ag. You don't want to miss your chance to, quote-unquote, cash that ticket during the NHL and NBA playoffs with help from your friends at 12 Ounce Sports, including yours truly, Philly Pete. And use a promo code, once again, at 12 Ounce Sports, 12OZ Sports when signing up on to MyBookie.ag to get your deposit matched up to $1,000. So, everyone, I want to introduce you to the man of the last segment of my show, the host of Captain Lou's Extravaganza, none other than the man himself, Mr. Lou. Man, how you doing, Lou? Good to have you back on.
Pete, it's an absolute pleasure to be on with you. I'm doing fantastic. How's everything going with you?
Very, very good. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you taking all the time in the world. I know we're all busy, but I'm very happy that you could come in for a little bit and discuss AEW tonight.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Anytime I can get on, it's an absolute pleasure.
Awesome. Yeah, same here with your show. And I don't think you met my wife, Gina. So Gina,
hi, Lou.
Lou, it's Gina.
Hi, Gina. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am fantastic.
That's great. That's great.
It's very great to hear. Lou, real quick, this is good. This is a new thing that I'm doing on my show, and you're my first victim. It is it's Philly Pete's 2-minute minor question of the day. I want to see who you like to represent in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference for the Stanley Cup matchup, and why.
Well, I got to tell you, to me, there was no better team playing in the first half of the Eastern Conference than the Boston Bruins. From top to bottom, they are so stacked.
Yeah.
And they remind me a lot of the 2002 Detroit Red Wings when they had that Hall of Fame lineup towards the end of the year. I love all four lines. I think their depth is amazing. The crazy thing with the way the tournament's going to be this year, Pete, is that in the Eastern Conference, they've got the round-robin tournament, and if they win and get the first seed, I don't think they're going to want it. They're going to want to play maybe like the 10th or 11th seed.
Yeah.
And the last team, I think it's good for them because they would end up having to play the 8-9 seed maybe in a standard bracket.
Yep.
And with that matchup between Toronto and Columbus, that's crazy. But I'll tell you, a dark horse for me, I don't know if Philadelphia is a dark horse. Your team, I think, I love their goaltending. But the dark horse to me, watch out for the New York Rangers. I think they were starting to come on at the end of the year.
Yep.
The Western Conference, boy, I tell you, it is so wide open. And I know Cody Janner is going to be upset when I say this, but right now, to me, the Eastern Conference is by far the superior conference.
Yeah.
It's like the Western Conference in the NBA.
Yeah.
But St. Louis is the defending champs. Bennington's going to have to play hot. Vegas was really playing well before the outbreak. And, you've got Edmonton as the surprise team. But I'm going to say either St. Louis or possibly Colorado.
Yeah.
Colorado, I think, is an up-and-coming team. They were starting to play well, and they're starting to come together. So I'm going to go with Boston. I'm going to go with the repeat of last year's finals. I'm going to go with Boston and St. Louis.
I like it. It's a great finals matchup again in a rematch. That is something to look forward to again. So we will see what happens. Lou, thank you for the 2-minute minor penalty question of the day. So here we go. AEW. We have Fyter Fest basically right around the corner, which should be very interesting. It's going to be a 2-week special. The event one or day one will be, I believe, next Wednesday, and then the following week in July will be basically day 2 of Fyter Fest. So that should be interesting. Real quick, tonight, another loaded episode like always. We have the World Tag Team title match. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page versus the Natural Nightmares of Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall alongside Brandy Rhodes and Allie. This is going to be a great match. I want your insight, Lou, on this. What do you think about this one?
I think this could turn out to be a possible show stealer. I mean, Dustin Rhodes, he never ceases to amaze me.
Yep.
How well he can bring it, And I don't want to say he's old, but he's older,
Yeah.
And he brings it. He always puts on a great match, but I still see Hangman and Kenny Omega coming out. You talk about somebody that can really put on an A-plus match, and to me, that's Kenny Omega. And I don't see them dropping the straps right now. They're one of the faces of the company, and I think it's going to be a great match. And there's going to be some unusual bumps in that match, as there always is with Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. But I'm going to go with them to hang on and win.
Yeah, I'm right with you there. Gina, I want your insight. Who do you think is going to win that match?
Well, I think I agree with you guys. Just because we just saw Hangman return.
Yeah.
We've only seen maybe like 1 or 2 matches with him, including the Stampede. So I agree. I think that they're not going to let go of that too soon.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're going to hold these belts for quite a long time. But yeah, no surprise there. Good match, but I think Hangman and Omega retain. Next up, the number one contendership on the line. Best friends, Trent and Chuck Taylor versus the Les Sex Gods, Chris Jericho, Le Champion, and Sammy Guevara. This match to me is just going to be amazing. I can't wait for this one. This is going to be the best match of the night. I really, really, really can't wait. This is, again, when I see the Les Sex Gods, I can't help but laugh at the name because it's just typical of these two guys, and it's just really, really funny. Gina gets a kick out of it, but to me, I just think that the best friends here have the momentum going into Fyter Fest. I will be surprised if Jericho and Guevara win. I just think that they're great as a tag team, but I think just Jericho by himself is really all you need when it comes to AEW, help or no help. But I think Best Friends will continue their momentum into Fyter Fest, and I think they will win this matchup tonight. Lou, what do you think?
Well, I 100% agree with you on this one. The Best Friends, I think, are going to come on top. Sammy Guevara and Le Champion. I mean, they are as well put on great matches. Sammy has got the comedic element with it, with the bumps that he takes.
Oh, yeah.
But I think you're spot on with Chris Jericho. I think you're going to see him go back to more of a singles emphasis after this. Mm-hmm. And Chris Jericho does, he's a company guy. He's putting people over at the right times. He knows what it's all about. And I think the Best Friends are going to come out on top. And I don't see any swerves in this one. I would be very surprised too if Jericho and Guerrero win.
I agree too. Mm-hmm. Gina, what do you think?
I don't know. I think they're both really great tag teams.
Yep.
I'm gonna go the other way.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I think Sammy Guevara has the speed and Chris Jericho has the experience and muscle. So I'm gonna say them.
All right.
I'm gonna say them.
All right, little battle on hand for tonight at the Tucci household, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, moving on. Cody's Open Challenge. He is 2 for 2 with the TNT title. He beat Jungle Boy Jack, and then last week he beat Private Party's team member Mark Quinn to retain the TNT title. Tonight, they really didn't say who he was fighting, but to me, I think it's Jake Hager, to be honest with you. But actually, no, that's at Fyter Fest. So, I don't know who's he going to fight tonight, but I guess they kind of foreshadowed that he was going to keep the belt anyway tonight, and I guess wait until Fyter Fest to fight Jake. So tonight, I don't know. I actually have no idea what's going to happen tonight, but they say that he is in action, and I guess we'll see what happens. Not really sure if I had to take a random guess here. Maybe Dustin Rhodes comes out. Maybe they have a brother versus brother match just for the hell of it. Put on an extra show. I know he's gonna have 2 fights tonight, but why not? Why not? Mm-hmm. But it's gonna be questionable. Real quick, Gina, what do you think?
I would like to see Dustin. That's actually a really good prediction, Pete. I hope it's anybody but a squash match. Yeah. You know what I mean? I hope it's a real good fight, not just a let's throw you around in the ring and win.
Exactly.
Because they're kind of like,
Yeah. But, yeah. Lou, what do you think?
Boy, I'm right there with you guys. I hope it is Dustin. I hope he does come out. And if not, I hope maybe it's a swerve. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a swerve like where Taz's boy Cage comes out.
Maybe.
Oh,
yeah, that would be good.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be something.
Just when you think that they're predictable, they're not. But I think more along the line of Dustin. I think that Cody will come out of it tonight with the belt going into the pay-per-views.
Yeah, I do too. I agree there. So, okay. Moving on, another great matchup tonight on tap. Another tag team match. I feel like this is the episode of tag teams. Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson versus the Super Bad Death Squad of Kip Sabian, Jimmy Havoc, and alongside the lovely Penelope Ford. Lou, what do you think about that match?
You know what, Pete? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you repeat that?
Oh yeah, the match tonight between the Young Bucks against the Super Bad Death Squad of Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc. What do you think about that match for tonight?
I like the Death Squad in this one.
Yeah.
I think they're going to come out on top. I think the Young Bucks, I don't think they're going to have enough tonight. I just think that the squad's going to come out. This one could be, again, I hate to keep using this term, but this one could be another show stealer too. I really believe that. But I think the squad's going to come out.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that Kip and Jimmy Havoc are due for a good tag team win here. I think this is the win they get. Of course, I think Penelope will interfere somehow, and they get the win. After everything's said and done here, the Young Bucks really, they have the fans. You know, they have the fans. They don't need to go over. They don't need this win. They could take a loss. So you know what? I agree. I like the bad boys in this squad here, and I'm gonna go with Kip and Jimmy Havoc as well. Gina, real quick, what's your 2 cents?
I think I'm going to have to go with the majority.
Yeah.
I agree with Penelope interfering.
Yeah. So, okay.
No, why not? She's a Philly girl.
That's what I'm saying. She is Philly proud, so we got to represent Penelope in every way possible.
I know you do. I know you do.
Oh, I absolutely love her.
He loves her.
Okay, and then last but not least, the one-on-one match, which should probably be a no-brainer here, but MJF with Wardlow, of course, versus Billy Gunn. I don't know why this is a match tonight, but you know what? This is something that could be on Dark rather than Dynamite. But to me, MJF is just on a tear right now. I love his character. He's a great heel. He can talk. He is just the main guy in AEW. You know, I just love him. I love everything about MJF. He's a young, talented wrestler that could do it all. Skills in the ring and microphone skills. Those are the 2 best things that you need when it comes to being a wrestler. And MJF has it all. This is a no-brainer for me, Lou and Gina. I'm taking MJF. No problem here whatsoever. Lou, real quick.
Well, real quick, I want to know if MJF was the one that gave out Billy Gunn's home address, because I saw he was on Twitter the other day complaining because he was getting all that fan mail to his home address, and he wanted everybody to stop. So he's in Billy Gunn's head.
Basically.
MJF all the way, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Gina, real quick.
I think so as well.
Yeah. All right. So that's a no-brainer for all of us across the board here. So that basically will end the AEW Dynamite preview. Lou, thank you so much for coming on board today. I thank you for taking the time out of your crazy lifestyle with work. And I hope to have you on the show again sometime soon.
Anytime, Pete. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure. Gina, nice to meet you. You guys take care.
Nice to meet
you.
You
too. Take care,
well.
Lou. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Captain Lou himself, from the host of Captain Lou Extravaganza. He's a very, very good friend of mine, as well as everybody else on 12 Ounce Sports. Please give him a listen on his show. He has everything top-notch in terms of everything in NHL and hockey as well. He has really good interviews with a bunch of coaches and players, so that'll be very, very something good to here in the near future when he comes back on board. Topics for tomorrow, real quick. I will have the one, the only Cody Jansen live with me on board tomorrow, as we will discuss current and updated NHL updates in terms of the Stanley Cup odds, as well as potential dark horses that we both like to make a solid run in the NHL playoffs. And I'm also going to put him on the hot seat for a 2-minute minor question of the day as well for Philly Pete. And again, this is going to be another jam-packed show just like today and yesterday, so stay tuned to tomorrow. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, those that want to sign up to be a client of mine, please search me up at The Real Pete Tooch. That is my Twitter handle. Look for me, search PT. I'm one of the first guys there. If you want to sign up for any of my client packages, daily fantasy or hockey playoffs, let me know. Any questions in general regarding the world of sports, you let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer you. Follow me, I'll follow you back, no problem. Once again, Gina, thank you for coming on board. Can't wait to talk to you again.
Thank you.
Anything else real quick?
Just wanted to say thank you. It was nice talking with Lou. Definitely excited for AEW tonight.
Perfect. All right, guys. Have a great Wednesday and talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.